Welcome to today's episode, where we'll explore the deep philosophical layers behind the Matrix. Did you know that the story of the Matrix is rooted in one of the most famous philosophical allegories ever told, Plato's allegory of the cave? By the end of this video, you'll have a new understanding of both the Matrix and Plato's philosophy. Let's dive in. The Matrix is a dystopian sci-fi film released in 1999 that centers on the protagonist, Neo, who discovers that the world he's been living in is actually an illusion, a computer simulation designed to keep humanity docile while machines harvest their energy. Neo is offered a choice: to take the red pill, which will allow him to see the harsh truth of reality, or the blue pill, which will let him continue living in blissful ignorance. He chooses a red pill, and from that moment on, his life becomes a battle to free himself and others from the Matrix, an illusion that enslaves the human mind. Sounds familiar, right? A false reality, a choice between truth and ignorance, the struggle for enlightenment. These are themes deeply connected to Plato's allegory of the cave. For those unfamiliar with Plato's allegory of the cave, here's a quick breakdown. Imagine a group of people who have lived their entire lives chained inside a dark cave. They're unable to turn their heads and can only see the shadows of objects projected onto the cave wall in front of them. These shadows are cast by a fire burning behind them, but they've never seen the fire or the real objects casting the shadows. To them, these shadows are the only reality they know. One day, a prisoner is freed and dragged out of the cave. At first, the light from the sun blinds him, but slowly he begins to see the world as it truly is. He realizes that the shadows on the wall were mere illusions, and that reality is much more complex than he ever imagined. Plato uses this allegory to illustrate the journey from ignorance to enlightenment, the philosopher's quest for truth beyond mere appearances. So, how does this ancient allegory connect to the Matrix? Well, just like the prisoners in Plato's cave, the humans in the Matrix are trapped in a false reality. The virtual world they believe to be real is nothing more than an illusion created by the machines, just like the shadows on the cave wall. When Neo takes the red pill, it's akin to the prisoner being freed from the cave. He initially struggles to comprehend the truth. Remember how painful it was for him to wake up in the real world. Just like the freed prisoner, the truth is overwhelming at first, but eventually, Neo comes to see the world for what it really is. In the Matrix, Morpheus serves as a philosopher, the one who has already left the cave and now returns to help others see the truth. He offers Neo the choice to stay in the comfort of ignorance or to pursue the painful path of knowledge and freedom. One of the central questions both Plato's cave and the Matrix ask is this: what is reality? Are we seeing the world as it truly is, or are we simply seeing shadows, illusions fed to us by some external force? In the Matrix, this illusion is controlled by machines, but in our world, Plato argued that the shadows could represent things like societal norms, political ideologies, or even the limitations of human perception. Just as the prisoners in the cave couldn't imagine a world outside the shadows, most people in the Matrix couldn't conceive of life outside their simulated reality. The movie pushes us to question our own perceptions of the world. Are we living in a matrix of our own? Are we blindly following what we've been told, or are we actively seeking the truth beyond the surface? Taking the red pill in the Matrix symbolizes the beginning of the journey toward enlightenment, much like the freed prisoner who steps out of the cave. But with enlightenment comes responsibility. And in the Matrix, this responsibility is to free others. Plato suggested that once a philosopher has gained true knowledge, they have a duty to return to the cave and help others see the truth. In the movie, Neo and Morpheus take on this role, battling against the agents of the system to free humanity from its mental chains. But as we see in both stories, not everyone wants to be freed. Some prefer the comfort of the shadows or the illusion of the Matrix because the truth can be too painful or unsettling. So, what can we take from all of this? Both the Matrix and Plato's allegory of the cave challenge us to think critically about the world around us. Are we, too, living in a kind of matrix? Are we content with the shadows we see, or are we willing to take the red pill, to question, to seek truth, even if it's uncomfortable? In a world filled with information, social media, news, entertainment, it's easy to get caught up in the shadows on the wall. But perhaps the greatest lesson from the Matrix and Plato's cave is this. True freedom comes from knowledge, and that knowledge is not always easy to attain. Thank you for watching. If this video got you thinking, leave a comment down below. Would you take the red pill or the blue pill? Also, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into philosophy, movies, and the ideas that shape our world. Next time, we'll be exploring the philosophical concepts behind Inception. See you in the next episode.